learn English pronunciation with the non-native speaker. I am no native speaker, and you cannot learn English pronunciation from me, but you can learn English pronunciation with me. Today, reading, I see this new word, and I thinking about how accented this word, and what that word, what meaning. Okay, I don't know what meaning, but before I look at to dictionary, what is in Kindle is only come with cursor in front of that word. I try to pronounce that word without looking at dictionary, and I pronounce it like this: insurmountable. 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 It is word with 5 syllables, and I think and try to pronounce. How would I pronounce it? Insurmountable. 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 For me, I insurmountable. My pronunciation is with accent in sur, with the accent in front of third syllable, mountable, insurmountable, insur, there is no accent, mountable, insurmountable, 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 insurmountable. Now I'm going to see in dictionary, Cambridge Dictionary, English, United Kingdom, and American English pronunciation. Here we are, and I was correct.
Insurmountable. Insurmountable.
Insurmountable. Insurmountable. Insurmountable. Mountable. This T is not D, but something between between T and D. Look at this sign, sign for that voice. I was right. Insurmountable, 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 insurmountable,
Insurmountable.
insurmountable,
Insurmountable.
insurmountable,
Insurmountable.
insurmountable. Let's see how Google Translator understands me. Switch on microphone. Insurmountable. Excellent. Insurmountable. 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 Excellent. What insurmountable means? Adjective, especially of problem or difficulty. So great that it can be dealt with successfully. So great that it cannot be dealt with successfully. I think about example, too great to be overcome. Obstacle is too great to be overcome. Insurmountable obstacle. This small country is faced with an insurmountable debt. Also today I see word grimace. How it is grimace? It is 3 syllable, and how would I read it? How would I read it? And I'm trying. Grimace. Also, I have dilemma: grimace or grimace. I in the dilemma about accent at first or at second syllable. Grimace or grimace. Grimace or grimace. And this I, grimace. Does it grimace or grimace? Does it accent gri or mace? Okay, let's look at
grimace,
okay, accent is on the first syllable. Grimace. United Kingdom.
grimace,
So same.
grimace,
It is in Croatian language. It is very near Croatian word and same meaning. Grimace. In Croatian language we say grimace, grimasa. Grimace. I'm not I don't know how to pronounce this sign because this sign is big I here, big I, and when it is small I, it is E. We read it grimace. Very E is very clear. But this big I sign like this is something like grimace, 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 grimace. Here.
grimace, grimace, grimace,
I hear grimace, 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 but in the United Kingdom, I hear grimace, grimace.
grimace, grimace, grimace.
In the United States,
grimace,
grimace, grimace, grimace. Let's go to translator. How translator would write what I would click to microphone. Grimace, grimace, grimace. Must be E. Grimace, 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 grimace. But the best is grimace, 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 grimace. Meaning of grimace, grimace,
grimace,
grimace. To make an expression of pain, strong dislike, etc., in which the face twists in an ugly way. He tried to stand and grimaced with pain. He tried to stand and grimaced with pain. In some text I saw she made a grimace. She made a grimace. It means that verb made go with grimace. She made a grimace. He made a grimace. Made, but if I don't see that, I would say she do grimace. He do grimace. Grimace, but not. It is made. She did grimace. He did grimace. He does grimace. Grimace. She does grimace. But no. But she made the grimace. She made the grimace. It is like it is past simple. She made grimace. She made a grimace. Not she did a grimace. She did. She made a grimace. I think about why with grimace go with verb. Grimace. He made a grimace. It is not verb. Grimace is not verb. Grimace is noun. She made grimace. But she grimed. Grimed is enough. Without made. It means grimace. Grimace here. Grimace is verb. But I find down grimace like noun. Here it is. Grimace, noun. An expression of pain. Strong dislike, etc., in which the face twists in an ugly way to make an expression of pain. And here we have to make an expression of pain. to make an expression. Because of that, I saw today in I have read today some sentence. She made a grimace. And here we have, it is important, this dictionary. When teacher made in Center for Education in education language diction, this monolingual dictionary, because it is not only meaning, but we have here verbs, adverbs, all around some word, not only meaning that word, but all what can be in sentence around that word, what we look at. To make an expressions, and not to do an expression, no, but to make an expression. I think to do is to do, verb to do is verb with not end. Verb don't end. He do is something what we do in time continuously, but grimace is a product would have end, because of that make or made, because made in Croatia, Croatian, made in Croatian. It is product made in Croatia. It is something what we do in past and have product of that, of our production in the past. Our production, we did something, we say we made something. Made. And grimace is our product made by us. Grimace made by me. Okay, grimace. Here is interesting for me that I'm very near of near to correct pronounce before I look at dictionary. I said grimace or grimace, but grimace, I now see that is better, grimace. And because only 3 syllables, 1 syllables, 2 syllables, maybe 3 syllables, I didn't remember now, but I somewhere reading about that, always have a small number of syllables in word, means accent on the first syllables, because if we have only 1, for example, syllables, we cannot accent but that syllables. But if we have 2 syllables, probably also this accented this first. And here I see 3 syllables means accent on first. Does it always? I don't know. But now I see that I'm very near correct pronunciation some word what I first time when I first time see it, like now word insurmountable, because there is a 5 syllables. I go with accent without dilemma. I go on insurmountable, mountable. But here I have dilemma between grimace or grimace. But I didn't have dilemma about E, grimace. I don't read grimace. It is all that is all that is because I listened till now 4,000 hours in the last 3.5 years. 4,000 hours I listen native speaker every day, 2-3 hours, 4 hours, and all that give me possibility that with maybe 80% correctness I pronounce that word.